Brittany from the Carbondale Branch Library, and this is a very special virtual story time because it goes with our Orange Storytime To Go kits. We're doing something a little bit differently this month and moving forward. Our kits will be available the Friday before the Storytime premieres on Facebook. So were available on April 23rd, and they're at all 6 branches while supplies last. In each kit you get the book I'm reading today, which is Lola Plants a Garden by Anna McQuinn. You get a scarf, which I'm going to show you how to use in a finger play right before the book. You get a craft, which I'll go over after the book. And you get a storytime guide. So we're going to go through this in the video. It's both in English and in Spanish. So we're going to jump right into our story time. Every week we have a theme, and this week's theme is spring. So we are going to spell that very quickly. S-P-R-I-N-G. Good job! Our Storytime guides also come with an early literacy tip, and for this week we are talking about vocabulary and how to build vocabulary. So the tip this week is to talk about all the different brands while you are grocery shopping, because some of the brands actually are adjectives and a good way to teach vocabulary, like hefty garbage bags. And hefty is another word for heavy or strong. So that's a good way to do that. And then through the book, I'll kind of stop and elaborate on some of the words that are in the book to help build their vocabulary. So we're going to jump right into our finger play, which you can do at home with your kit using your scarf. So here's my scarf. And what you're going to do is you're going to just kind of ball it up in your fist and hide it from me. Hide it, hide it, hide it. So I cannot see it. And this is called Here is a Green Leaf. You ready? Here is a green leaf. And here is a green leaf. And that you see makes 2. And this is a bud that makes a flower. Watch it bloom for you. And a flower. And we're going to do that one more time because it is one of my absolute favorites. So you're going to hide your scarf from me. Hide it, hide it, hide it. So I can't see any of it. Okay. Here is a green leaf, and here is a green leaf, and that you see makes 2. And this is a bud that makes a flower. Open up your hands and watch it bloom for you. That was a fun one. Good job, everyone. So we're going to jump into our book now, which is one of my favorites, Lola Plants a Garden by Anna McQuinn. And this is read with permission from Charles Bridge Publishing. And it starts with a rhyme. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. So a cockle shell is like a seashell, and you've probably seen it if you've ever been to the beach. Lola Plants a Garden. Lola loves her book of garden poems. Her favorite poem is the one about Mary, Mary. That's the one we just read. Lola wants to plant a garden. Mommy says there is room near the vegetables. Do any of you have plans to plant a garden this spring or summer? I'm going to try. Lola gets books about gardens from the library, and you know you can always come to the library in any of the libraries in Garfield County and get your own book on gardening. She chooses her favorite flowers from the books, and Mommy makes a list. What are some of your favorite flowers? My favorite are peonies. They go to the garden store to buy seeds. So like in our early literacy tip, the store is a great way to build vocabulary. We could talk about all the different flower seeds while you're there. Lola and Mommy make the garden. The seed packets mark where the plants are planted, and Lola will have to wait a long time for them to grow. Gardening is all about patience. Lola makes her own flower book while she waits, and Mommy types the Mary Mary poem, and Lola glues it in. Does that sound fun? Lola makes a string of bells. She finds shells and some old beads. She even makes a little Mary Mary. Do you see the little Mary Mary? One day, Lola sees tiny green shoots. That's how your plants start. She pulls up weeds so the shoots can grow. Do we see the little green shoots? Lola's flowers grow bigger. They open up to the sun. What are some colors you see of those flowers in this photo? I see pink, I see yellow and orange. Daddy helps Lola hang her shiny bells, and Lola finds Mary Mary a special spot. It's just perfect. I'm gonna have you look for Mary Mary. Do you see her? She's right here. Good job. Orla, Ben, and Ty are coming to see Lola's garden, and Lola and Mommy make cupcakes. And Lola wears her flower shirt, and Mommy helps Lola with her hair. Do you see all the different flowers? Lola's friends love everything about her garden. They share the crunchy peas and sweet strawberries that Mommy grew. Then Lola makes up a story about Mary Mary. What kind of garden will Lola plant next? What kind of garden do you want to plant? And it ends with Lola's poem. Lola, Lola, extraordinary, how does your garden grow? With flower seeds and shells and beads and happy friends all in a row. The end. Thank you so much for listening. We're gonna move on to the craft that you get in your kit. So first things first, you get a little pot, little flower pot, and you just pull the plastic piece off to separate it, and inside you get your choice of design. So there are 3 different designs they can choose from, or they can color all 3 and you can just alternate. You will also get 3 colored markers to decorate your pot. And then just to put it back together once you're done, wrap it around and snap the plastic piece part back. Also in your kit, so you can plant your own flowers, like in Lola Plants a Garden, you get what's called a peat pellet. Doesn't really look like much. What you do is you can put it in a bowl or a plate and just fully saturate it, which means you're just gonna get it completely wet until it expands to about 4 or 5 times its size. When you do that, it'll go into your little planter. You'll make the tiniest little hole, and it'll tell you exactly how deep on your little seed packet, which you also get. Every kit gets a different type of flower. This one comes with bachelor's button, which I love. So you would put in 2 or 3 of those seeds to germinate, cover them up, keep them moist until you start to see them grow, and then it will give you instructions on when to transfer that outside. And that is everything. So I hope you enjoyed our story time and you're watching them on Facebook, and have a great day. Bye.